Welcome to my YouTube channel, where transformation begins. Here, we share powerful stories, life-changing lessons, and practical tips to unlock your true potential. Whether you're here to improve your English, Arav lived in a small town in India. He was quiet, reserved, and barely spoke in English. Whenever someone in school spoke fluent English, he would shrink back into his shell, feeling invisible and small. He was bright in studies, but lacked the confidence to express himself. He often stared at the mirror, whispering English sentences to himself. "I am good boy." Then he'd stop, laugh at himself, and sigh. No one in his family spoke English. His school tried, but most students and even teachers switched to Hindi out of habit. Arav felt like he was stuck in a loop. He wanted to break free, but didn't know how. One day, his school organized a debate competition. The topic, "Should technology replace teachers?" Arav wanted to participate, but the fear of speaking in English held him back. But something shifted that night. Arav watched a video of a young boy from a small village giving a powerful speech in English. That boy spoke with such passion, making mistakes, but confidently. Arav sat back and thought, if he can do it, why not me? He went to the school coordinator the next day and registered his name. The days before the competition were tough. Arav practiced in front of the mirror, wrote his speech in Hindi, translated it word by word, and then corrected it with the help of Google Translate and an old Oxford dictionary. His younger sister, Mira, helped him record his speech. Then she played it back again and again until Arav could speak it without reading. The day arrived. His hands were trembling. As he stood on stage, the mic seemed to grow larger. The spotlight blinded him. But he remembered the video of the village boy and Mira's innocent smile as she said, "Baya, you can do this." He took a deep breath. "Good morning, respected judges, teachers, and my friends. Today I stand before you to speak on the topic, he made mistakes, stumbled, mispronounced a few words, but he did it." He finished his speech. The audience clapped. He didn't win, but that applause? It was the beginning of a new Arav. Arav started reading English books. He began with children's stories, simple language, short sentences. Then he moved to The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. He kept a notebook titled New Words and wrote meanings, examples, and usage. He also downloaded English learning apps. Every day, he gave himself 30 minutes to learn and revise. He subscribed to English YouTube channels. His favorites were Learn English with Emma, BBC Learning English, English with Lucy. He also began watching English movies with subtitles. The Pursuit of Happiness, Forrest Gump, and Life of Pi. Each film left him inspired not only to learn English, but to grow mentally. Success is not just about English, he thought. It's about the mindset too. English gave Arav a new confidence. But his personality needed work too. He used to avoid eye contact, dress casually, and speak with hesitation. Now, he began grooming himself better. He read books on communication and body language. How to win friends and influence people became his daily companion. He joined a public speaking club. The first few meetings were awkward, but he watched how others spoke, how they stood, how they smiled. He learned to introduce himself boldly. "Hi, I'm Arav Sharma, and I believe in growing every single day." The more he practiced, the better he became. Arav realized that improving English or personality was just one part of growth. He started journaling every night. What did I learn today? What did I do better than yesterday? What scared me today and how did I face it? He listened to motivational podcasts by Jay Shetty and Robin Sharma. He followed entrepreneurs like Elon Musk, who taught him that success comes to those who never stop learning. He put sticky notes on his walls. Progress, not perfection. Speak, even if you're scared. You can't grow unless you leave your comfort zone. 2 years later, Arav became the head boy of his school. The same boy who once feared speaking English was now delivering morning assemblies, mentoring juniors, and organizing workshops on how to improve English. He also started a YouTube channel, Grow with Arav, where he shared tips on English, personality development, and mindset. His videos were simple, real, and full of. One of his videos titled, From Fear to Fluent, My English Journey, went viral. Thousands of students from across India commented, "You're my inspiration." Arav didn't stop there. He launched free weekend classes for kids in his town. With a chalkboard, a few chairs, and his phone for audio lessons, he taught spoken English and personality development. Parents thanked him. Children looked up to him. His small town was changing, all because one boy decided to face his fear. Years later, Arav applied for a prestigious scholarship to study abroad. The interview panel asked him, "Your background shows no English-speaking environment. How did you reach here?" Arav smiled and replied in fluent English, "Sir, English is not just a language, it's a tool. And I believe if thou sharpen thy tools daily, thou can build anything, even a future from scratch." He got the scholarship. Today, Arav is an author, a speaker, and a coach. He travels across India, speaking to students in both English and Hindi, reminding them, fluency is not about perfection, it's about courage. Personality is not about style, it's about substance. Mindset is not fixed, it grows every time you challenge it. He wrote his first book, The Silent Dreamer, based on his own journey. It became a bestseller. Epilogue, you can be Arav. This story isn't just about Arav, it's about you. If you've ever felt nervous while speaking English, if you've ever doubted your worth, if you've ever wanted to grow but didn't know where to start, just begin. Read, listen, speak, fail, try again, learn every day, because one day, your voice will not just speak English, it will inspire the world. Ramesh lived in a remote village in Bihar. His family was humble. His father ran a tea stall and his mother took care of the household. Ramesh studied in a Hindi medium government school and scored decent marks, but he always felt something was missing. That something was English. He knew that without English, his chances of getting a good job or cracking competitive exams were low. But no one around him spoke the language, not at school, not at home, not even in his entire neighborhood. Every time someone spoke even a few words in English, Ramesh felt small, embarrassed, inferior. But he also felt something else, a burning desire to learn. Chapter 2, The Rock Bottom. When Ramesh turned 18, he got selected for a diploma course in Patna. It was his first time in a city. The classes were in English. Students from better schools spoke fluently. He felt lost. In one group discussion, the teacher asked everyone to introduce themselves in English. When it was Ramesh's turn, he stood up, said, "My name is Ramesh," and froze. The class laughed. That night, Ramesh cried, not out of shame, but frustration. "I have a brain. I have a dream. But why can't I speak like them?" That question became his motivation. Chapter 3, The Beginning of Change. Ramesh decided to take control. He got a second-hand smartphone, downloaded free apps like Duolingo, Hello English, BBC Learning English. He created a small routine. Morning, read one article in English newspaper. Afternoon, watch one English video with subtitles. Evening, practice speaking in front of a mirror. He started with simple lines. My name is Ramesh. I live in Patna. I want to learn English. Every day, he added more words, more structure. He joined a local spoken English class, even though it meant saving money by skipping lunch sometimes. The mirror became his best friend. Ramesh would speak to his reflection. Hello, how art thou today? I am fine, thank you. What about thou? At first, he looked and sounded awkward, but slowly, the hesitation vanished. His sentences improved. His tone became confident. He even recorded his voice to spot mistakes. Every time someone mocked him, he remembered, they laugh at me today, but one day they'll learn from me. Chapter 5. The Personal Upgrade. Ramesh realized that English alone wasn't enough. He needed to improve his entire personality, the way he walked, talked, dressed, and fought. He started reading self-help books, Think and Grow Rich, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Atomic Habits. He noted key points in a diary and started applying them. He worked on posture, eye contact, and body language. He watched videos of leaders like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Sandeep Maheshwari, and Barack Obama. He made this his mantra. If I want to become someone the world listens to, I must first learn to listen to myself. Chapter 6. The Breakthrough. After a year of consistent practice, Ramesh applied for an internship at an IT firm in Patna. The interview was in English. He walked in, dressed neatly, and greeted confidently. Good morning, sir. It's an honor to be here. The HR manager raised an eyebrow, surprised. Where did you study English? Ramesh replied, Sir, I didn't learn it in school. I learned it in front of a mirror. That honesty, that confidence got him the job. Chapter 7. Rise of the Mentor. Ramesh didn't stop there. He started a YouTube channel called English with Ramesh. He uploaded daily videos in simple English, English for beginners, by a beginner-turned-learner. His tagline was, If I can do it, so can you. His first few videos got 10 to 20 views, but slowly, people began to notice. One video, 5 tips to speak English fluently if you're from a village, went viral. Thousands of students from small towns messaged him, Bhaiya, you're our hope. Ramesh became more than a learner. He became a teacher. Chapter 8. The Global Stage. 3 years later, Ramesh got selected for a government-sponsored foreign exchange program. He flew to the UK for a 3-month English language immersion course. At Heathrow Airport, he stood tall. From a village boy who once stammered in English to now explaining Indian culture in fluent English, his transformation was complete. When asked to speak at a conference for learners from developing countries, he said, Friends, English is not a status symbol. It is a bridge from your world to the world out there. Cross it bravely. The audience stood and clapped. Chapter 9. Ramesh's Rules. When Ramesh returned to India, he compiled his journey into a book, Ramesh's Rules for English and Excellence. Some of his golden rules were 1% daily progress. Learn just one thing daily. It compounds. Record yourself. Speaking out loud helps build fluency. Talk to yourself. The mirror is the best listener. Learn from everything. Movies, books, even signboards. Make mistakes. If you're not making mistakes, you're not learning. Practice gratitude. Be thankful, not ashamed of where you started. The book sold over 1 lakh copies within a year. Chapter 10. The Final Message. Today Ramesh runs a learning center called Rust to Rise Academy for underprivileged youth. He offers English speaking, personality development, interview preparation, and confidence-building sessions, all F. When people ask, "How did you learn all this?" he smiles and says, "I didn't just learn English. I unlearned fear." That's what made the difference. His story is now taught in schools as an example of self-made success. Epilogue. You are Ramesh. If you've ever said, "My English is poor. I am from a small town. I can't compete with English speakers," remember Ramesh. Your village, your family background, your past, none of it can stop you. Speak one sentence today. Make one mistake today. Learn one new word today. Because if you don't give up, one day, people will learn from you.